Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to something exciting in NBA news. Karis LeVert is now an Indiana Pacer. But yeah, in all seriousness, this is insane. This is absolutely amazing. I don't know the exact adjective to describe this. Some people expected it. I am not shocked by it happening. I'm shocked it happened that quick. Because just earlier today, NBA Houston team execs said that they'd keep Harden away from the team until they found a trade, and they found a trade within a couple hours. But so it's a 4-team trade, basically. The Rockets got a lot out of it. They ended up with Victor Oladipo, Dante Exum, Rodions Krukos. Sorry if I know I messed that up, so I'm sorry about that. And then 3 Brooklyn first rounders in 2022, 2024, and 2026. 1 Milwaukee first rounder that Brooklyn had in 2022 unprotected, and 4 swaps with Brooklyn, 2021, 2023, 2025, and 2027. The Nets got James Harden. That was the main trade, and then and Cavs were in that part as well, where the Cavs got Jared Allen and Taurean Prince. So the Milwaukee first. Wait, never mind. So the Cavs got Jared Allen and Taurean Prince, and then the trade between the Rockets and the Pacers sent Karis LeVert down to Indiana along with the second for Victor Oladipo. So so that's pretty much the trade. There should have been a picture of it if that helped clear it up. But so what does this mean for the Rockets? I think for the Rockets it means they have no clue what they're doing. Because this team has no clear future. They have 2 players on fairly large contracts in Oladipo and Wall. Both are good players. Neither have seemed to be capable of leading a team. Oladipo and Wall have shown in the past that they have been able to. But as of this year, they aren't looking like they can lead a team, as Oladipo has looked like the 3rd best option on the Pacers behind Sabonis and Brogdon. And then John Wall has looked good. He's looked fine, but not capable of leading this Houston Rockets team. They will get a lot of help from Christian Wood and DeMarcus Cousins, as long as he can stay in for more than 30 seconds. But for what I would expect, or if I were the GM of the Rockets, I would look to move Wall and Oladipo. I would look to move Wall or Oladipo in the offseason, or keep them and trade all those picks for someone. Because if you can do that, if you can trade them for like a small forward, or like a better small forward, I don't know who that would be, but if they've found a small forward that they like on this team, trade basically Dante Exum and Rodions Krukos and and some of those picks for a small forward, then you got a pretty well-rounded team. You got Wall, Oladipo, whoever that small forward ends up being, PJ Tucker, and Christian Wood. That's a good team. That is a very good team, as long as that ideally a 3-and-D wing, whether they're that great at scoring or not. So someone that is coming to mind is Wiggins or Oubre. I don't know the likelihood of them getting traded. It's all dependent on Klay Thompson there. But those are 2 that are coming to mind. I don't know too many trade options as of right now, unless I'm just forgetting someone. But so that's what the Rockets got out of it. For me, the Rockets got confusion. I don't know where to expect them after the season. They either could be in the playoffs, anywhere from a 5th to an 8th seed, depending on how well Oladipo and Wall click. And if Christian Wood can turn into one of the best centers, like without Harden, maybe Wood does turn into one of the better centers. But granted, without Harden, he doesn't have those double-digit assists per night. Anyway, so yeah, the Rockets got confused. They're going to finish in the playoffs or finish as one of the worst teams in the NBA. But the Nets, they may not have a center other than DeAndre Jordan. I know he still exists, okay? But I saw I think it was Bleacher Report. I get the notification from them, and they sent out the current roster of the Brooklyn Nets. They have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guards on the roster, with Spencer Dinwiddie counted in there. 8 guards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forwards, and 1 center. So yeah, they have DeAndre Jordan as the center. My guess, the lineup would probably be when Kyrie comes back, is Kyrie, James, Joe Harris, KD, and DeAndre Jordan. Until then, because I have no idea what's happening with Kyrie. We could see Timothy Luau-Cabarrot get some playing time, Landry Shamet. They have a very good. They have some decent roster pieces. It really hurts if this team still had Dinwiddie. It would be game over, and I still think it is. Still is a little game over, but yeah, I think the Nets are. Now should be the favorites for the championship. Because, I mean, first of all, they were towards the top already with Kyrie and KD. Now you add James Harden, who is averaging more assists than those two combined, is leading the league in points, is one of the best players in the NBA, and is still overweight. He's still a beast overweight. It's still better than I would ever be in shape. In LeBron shape, he's still better than I would be. But yeah, the Nets should be the favorite for the finals for the championship by a lot. I don't see any team coming close. Well, that's not necessarily true. I think the Bucks are the closest team to them. Not the Celtics. Almost knocked over my entire. Give me a second. Sorry, I almost knocked everything over here in my mini setup. But the Nets, they don't have the depth that Milwaukee has. Even just in the starting lineup, Brooklyn does have the better starting 5, and that's not even close. I don't think at full health this Nets team is insane. By full health I really just mean Kyrie. With Spencer Dinwiddie, it's over. If Spencer Dinwiddie's over, it'd be over. Just give him the title already. But yeah, the Bucks I think are the team that matches up best with the Nets because of their defense. I think the Celtics could match them offensively, as their defense is this defense now is a little iffy, as you have one of your best defenders in that line. Your best defender is DeAndre Jordan in that lineup, followed by Kevin Durant. Unless I'm just sleeping on Joe Harris's defense, which I don't think I am. But yeah, there's no real great defender. So I think teams can match them offensively. I think the Philadelphia 76ers can match them offensively and defensively, and are better than them defensively, clearly. But I don't know if their defense is good enough to slow down this offense. I don't know if any team's defense is good enough to slow down this offense. I just think the Bucks have the best shot in the East at beating the Nets, and then in the West, the Lakers could. They don't really have the guard defenders that they did last year, unless I'm just blanking on someone. It's Alex Caruso can try. He ain't slowing down Kyrie. No one here slowing down James Harden. Yeah, the Lakers don't have the defense, I don't think, to that matches up well with the Nets. Utah, no, because Gobert's too slow to guard KD. Mike Conley and Mitchell could stick with Harden and Kyrie, could, and then Bogdanovich or Ingles on Kevin Durant. That still doesn't work out great in my mind, but I think Utah has a decent chance. And then Los Angeles and Phoenix, starting with Los Angeles, they're known for their defense. They were built on defense with Leonard and George. I don't know how they would play this. I do know how. I know Patrick Beverley would guard Kyrie, and then George on Harden and Kawhi on KD probably. But still, and they could rotate because Beverly tried to guard KD if Kyrie's popping off. You put George or Leonard on him. Put Beverly on KD because he's done it before. He's guarded him before. But really, I don't see any team having the defense to stop this. This offensive juggernaut is insane. It's absolute insanity. The Suns, I don't think, have a chance for a title anymore. Maybe before this could happen, maybe. Granted, the Nets do need Kyrie Irving for this to work, I think. Could they make it work with Harden and Durant? Absolutely. But if they want this but imagine having Kyrie Irving. On paper, it's too much. The Nets look like they're just going to run away with this season. I think they're fourth. What are they? They're seventh in the standings now at 500. I expect that to change pretty quick. They might not finish with the 1 seed. That could go to the Celtics or Sixers or Bucks. You are a couple games. I think they're only 2 games, so it's probably going to go to Brooklyn. I think we're too early in the season. No team even has 10 wins yet. But the Celtics also do need to get their COVID stuff under control. I know. I'll stay away from that. Anyway, that'll do it. This trade is insane. I watched the Pat McAfee show, where I think his name's Diggs announced it, and then apparently that one was from a fake source, but it was a real source, and everybody thought it was fake. That's pretty funny. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you all in the next video. Adios.